I'm doing beef back ribs on a Pit Boss 820. I'm using lumberjack hickory char pellets. Started these, put salt, pepper, garlic, wrapped them up, put them in the refrigerator last night. Took them out this morning at about, put them on about 850. Cooked them, started to smoke them at approximately 170 to 200 degrees for the first 3 hours. I didn't do anything, didn't touch them, just let them in there. And after 3 hours, I spritzed them, rotated them front to back. I've got a water pan in there. I've got a smoke tube in there, and they're looking real good. I bumped up the heat to about 250 here. It's going to be coming up. I just opened it up, and I'm into my, let's see, it's about my 5.5, 6 hours here. Let's see, 6 hours. Yep, it's been 6 hours, and here's how they're looking so far. I've rotated these twice now, front to back, and right now they're at about 175 degrees internal temp with the temp probe. So we'll close this back up, keep her going. Here at this point, we've reached about a 203 to 205 degrees internal meat temperature, and you can see that the meat has drawn back a bit on the bone. So I wrapped it up, put it in a cooler, took it inside, let it rest for about almost an hour, and now I'm just trying to cut it open here and see what we ended up with. It was really still pretty hot even after sitting in a cooler for an hour wrapped up. It was almost too hot to handle. So it continued cooking, and not that it caused any kind of problem at all. It was still a good smoke ring, and it was actually pretty moist. I used the spritz on it that had red wine vinegar and cranberry juice, and I did that about every hour after the first 3 hours. And so here you can tell how moist it was. Pretty juicy. And these were beef back ribs, so there's actually surprisingly a lot of meat on these beef back ribs. They were prime Angus. Got a great deal on them. They were frozen in a vacuum pack. Didn't seem to really alter the flavor too much. So here I'm just cutting up the rest of them with a sort of dull knife. And I had 2 of those racks, and it took us about a week to eat the whole lot of them. There's actually quite a bit of meat on them. I didn't want to put any barbecue sauce on it because I wanted to get the full flavor of the beef, and it was pretty good. I would have liked to next time maybe try glazing some with some kind of a barbecue sauce, just to see if there's a difference, if it made it taste a little better.